good news, teammates, dahil gumawa ng kasaysayan ang Pilipinas sa larangan ng wheelchair basketball. At para magbigay ng detalye, makausap natin via Zoom si Coach Vernon Perea at aalamin natin ang kwento ng kanyang tapang teamwork at determinasyon na nagdala sa Pilipinas sa isa sa namang sports milestone. Magandang umaga, Coach Vernon.
Magandang umaga, sir.
Good morning ma'am. Magandang umaga sa ating mga taga-panood, mga taga-pakinig. Maraming salamat for inviting me.
Coach Vernon, it was a do-or-die game against Afghanistan. Ano po yung pakiramdam na nakuha niyo po yung final ticket to the 2026 Asian Games?
After the game talaga nag-iyakan yung mga players natin. Kasi for the past two meetings with Afghanistan, medyo hindi tayo pinalad eh. So the boys are really raring to win that game, no. Malakas kasi yung Afghanistan, but then with the proper preparations, medyo naging maganda yung execution natin. So talagang very close yung match from start to finish. So the last last 5 minutes, dung medyo nakalamang tayo ng malaki-laki.
Coach Vernon, again, congratulations. Ano po yung pinakamahalagang strategy sa tournament?
Kasi we have been grouped 4 teams each sa dalawang pool. Then ang format kasi is whoever top the group, yung on both groups, papasok dun sa Division 1. So unfortunately, we didn't make it nung sa Division 1 kasi natalo tayo sa crossover semis with Iraq. So a hard-fought game din 2 days before the final game with Afghanistan. But then yung final ticket was achieved nga, or when we won against Afghanistan. Yung first 2 games natin was very good with Saudi Arabia and Chinese Taipei. So na medyo hindi lang tayo pinalad dun sa Iraq, but then it's a very good tournament for us kasi we have prepared for it. Medyo mahaba-haba din, and talagang ang goal lang is to be part or to be qualified dun sa Asian Para Games in Nagoya in 2026. Right now, we're very happy nga for qualifying kasi it will be our second pa lang. So we first entered the Asian Para Games last 2022 in Hangzhou, China.
Coach Vernon, ano sa tingin nyo yung naging biggest factor nung pagkapanalo nyo this competition? Was it execution? Was it your composure? O yung chemistry ng koponan?
In my whole coaching job with the wheelchair basketball, this is my yung pinaka masayang panalo because I have seen the team grow. Yung ang nagdala ng panalo sa atin is yung defense and yung character ng team na ipakita natin dito kasi all of our wins and even our losses, yung both losses natin are very close matches. Talagang close, and we've been battling yung ating development ng character ng team ever since But then here we have shown that the team is maturing already. Puro close matches, hindi bumibigay Normally before, pagka lalamang tayo, then bumibigay in the end Pero ngayon talagang all throughout the game, ando doon lahat ng gamitin natin players are very much into the game, and they're very much willing to contribute whatever minutes I have given them
Coach Vernon, hindi naging maganda yung simula natin sa competition na ito. Pero paano nyo napanatiling maganda yung mindset ng inyong koponan? What were your advice sa kanila?
Well, really, it is different here with wheelchair basketball unlike yung regular basketball kasi dito sa wheelchair basketball, you have to find an opponent before the start of the competition to have tune-up games. Kasi wala tayong makalaban ng tune-up dito eh. So, iba yung level ng international. So, most of the teams or all of the teams are using their practice sessions before the opening ng tournament para humanap ng ka-tune-up. So, luckily, we had our tune-up game with China 2 days before our first game. Kaya lang, normal sa team na dahil wala tayong tune-up before the season, talagang ang lamig-lamig natin. That's the reason why we lost to Kuwait eh. Normally, lagi tayong mga first game natin na bibitawan natin. Siguro ang improvement na pwede natin gawin and realization is to have more international games, even not major games like this one, pero to help us prepare for big events like this. But then yung character ng team have been developed already, and I hope it will continue in the future. Ang galing na ng ating mga players to rebound dun sa mga ganong losses, lalo na yung mga dikit na mga talo sa ibang teams.
Coach Vernon, ano po yung naging biggest challenge at the same time biggest lesson mula sa campaign nyo sa Bangkok?
Biggest challenge was siguro yung in terms of our preparation din. Yun nga, we have been blessed with support from PSC and Phil Spada with regard to the facility that we use, yung basketball gym. So nagre-rent po tayo. Pero wooden court na yung pinagrenta natin 2 months before or 3 months before the competition. But then, yung tune-up game talaga ang malaking challenge, and yung mga equipment na kailangan i-repair every now and then. Yung health ng mga players during the preparation. Yung weather natin that prohibited us from training every day. So, maraming challenges, but then alam naman natin ang Pilipino, basta basketball yan, and passion natin yan eh. Even bumabagyo, naglalaro nagte-training itong ating mga players.
Coach Vernon, you talked about the challenges. Papasok na at maghahanda na tayo for the 2026 Asian Para Games. At na-mention nyo nga kanina yung mga equipments na ginamit. Ano po yung plano nyo in order to improve and prepare well for the 2026 Asian Para Games?
First, I gave the players 1 week rest, except for our 3 members of the team who are also playing in the under-23 3x3 in Dubai in a few weeks time. So wala tayo talagang pahinga. Yung ating 4 na players na maglalaro sa Asian Youth Para Games will resume training tomorrow na agad. Then after a few days, babalik na rin yung kanilang teammates para sa men's team to prepare for the ASEAN Para Games in January. So we have to recheck or revisit our equipment. Marami kasing mga na-damage kasi very banggaan kasi ng banggaan, contact sport din talaga itong wheelchair basketball. So kailangan i-revisit yun. That's the main thing right now. And of course, they have to remain healthy all throughout until matapos yung ASEAN Para Games.
Coach, na-mention ninyo na you will resume your training tomorrow. Pero ano po ba yung magiging priority nyo sa training programs? Kailangan ba ng improvement in terms of defense, offense, transition, accuracy of shooting? Ano po ba yung magiging focus or priority ng ating training program?
Of course, ang shooting drills naman natin is continues to being done all throughout the year yon. But then, yung defense natin, we have to check on our transition defense, like how how to be more fast in going down the court in defense. Sa fast break ng kalaban, we have to limit. Kasi we're looking at Thailand right now sa ASEAN Para Games, and they're very fast. We're working on our defense half court because Thailand is known sa three big nila na combination na lahat tumitira ng 3 points. So we have to do early close out dun sa mga shooters. We have to strengthen our interior defense para dun sa mga cutters kasi malalaki rin sila. So we cannot afford to rest talaga.
Coach Vernon, speaking of the priority, pagdating naman po sa mga critical matches, how do you motivate your players?
They have we have prepared for the competition. Every competition that we play, we are very much prepared. But then motivation for these players are very simple. They love the game, that's why they're here. That's why they play for the country. Ang number one sa kanila kasi is to represent the country very very well, and to show they know that the Filipinos are watching. Their countrymen are watching back home. So alam nila na we have to show the Filipinos that wheelchair basketball is a sport that is very competitive and not being played lang to entertain ang mga ibang tao sa mga fiestas and mga special events. So they want to prove that their sport is a sport that everybody would love. Basta ma-accept lang na itong sport na to ay talagang hindi pang rehabilitation lang nila. This is a Paralympic sport that everybody have to see and to watch. So, yun na nag-motivate sa kanila to represent the country very very well.
Coach Vernon, alam naman natin na napakahigpit ng labanan dito sa Asian Para Games. Pero bukod po dun sa na-mention yung Thailand, sino pa yung mga nakikita niyong mga bansa na mahigpit nating magiging kalaban?
Well, one is Malaysia. Malaysia is a strong thing also in the ASEAN Para Games. We're looking at Indonesia also, and I hope ang Myanmar makalaro ulit, and Singapore. So every team naman in the ASEAN region are continuously working on their game. So we don't want to really be complacent, and I don't want the players to feel that we are strong. We are strong versus the opponent. So we have to play one game at a time, do what we can do best to win games one game after the other after another para makarating kami sa finals with on the 3x3 event and the 5-on-5.
Meron po ba tayong nakalinyang mga training camps or invitational tournaments in preparation for this upcoming tournament?
It's very close already. It will be in January na. Kaya wala na tayong nakikitang mga upcoming invitational tournaments. Local tournaments, wala rin naman tayong nagagawa na hold dito except for the Philippine National Para Games, which wala ngayong taon.
Coach Vernon, this is our
So
last...
we just have...
Okay pa, go on.
Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah. International tournament, wala na. It's very, very close already in January na yung ASEAN Para Games. So, we have to contend with with our own training sessions, scrimmages, local competitions. Wala naman match dito. We have programs for LGUs, but for the national team, locally, walang naka-program. Camps naman, everyday nagte-training tayo, but camps are being held for as part of our grassroots program to develop players all over the country. But for the national team, wala na tayong nakikita. Maybe after the ASEAN Para Games, there are some international camps and competitions that we will be attending, hopefully. So, in preparation for Nagoya na.
Coach, sorry for interrupting you po kanina. But for our last question po, sa tingin po ninyo, ano po kaya ang nagdala sa team sa do-or-die victory kontra Afghanistan?
Well, yung composure and yung puso, they really have shown yung heart before the game Right after our match versus Iraq where we lost sa semis, sa crossover semifinals, makikita mo sa kanila na halos nakapokus, walang nag-uusap, hindi masyadong kumakain, parang they have something that they want to do. Then one day before the game, when we have our viewing ng tapes ng Afghanistan, and we had a heart-to-heart talk with each player. I had talked with them individually and as a group. So ramdam mo talaga yung puso, ramdam mo na gustong bumawi. Kaya very, very evident when we entered the court. Pag-start pa lang nung opening buzzer, talagang masasabi mo literally umuusok yung mga gulong dun sa floor dahil sa kanilang kagustuhan na ipakita na hindi na pwedeng maulit yung mga matches namin na nagdaan with Afghanistan. And even Afghanistan was shocked. Talagang tahimik sila out the game kasi kahit anong adjustments na gawin nila, we are prepared So napag-aralan natin lahat dun sa ating pre-game viewing and team preparation.
Alright, on that note, maraming salamat Coach Vernon Perea, and good luck po sa inyong preparation for the upcoming 2026 Asian Para Games.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you po sa lahat.